Okay, we will now proceed to our Pareto chart or Pareto diagram. Alam ko naman na discuss na rin ito sa inyo. So, Pareto chart is a graph that indicates the frequency of defects as well as their cumulative impact. So, Pareto charts are useful to find the defects to prioritize in order to observe the greatest overall improvement. So, in order to expand on this definition, let's break a Pareto chart into its components. A Pareto chart is a combination of a graph and line graph. Notice the presence of both bars and lines on the Pareto chart below. So we have here an example of our Pareto chart. So this one is the uh, defect in shirts. So each bars usually represent a type of defect. We have the button, pocket, collar, cuff defect, sleeve defect. So the height of the bar represents any important unit of measure, often the frequency of occurrence or pwede rin namang in terms of cause. So the bars are present in descending order from tallest to shortest. Therefore, you can see which defects are more frequent at a glance. So let's look at the table of a data Pareto chart above to understand what cumulative percentage is. Okay. So as we all know, the Pareto chart is we have here the 80-20 rule. Pertains that 80% of outcomes or outputs result from 20% of all causes or inputs. So makikita natin dito, alin ba yung dapat i-prioritize natin in terms of solving the quality issue. So we use this cumulative percentage. We have to see anong part yung tumama for the 80%. We have here and then tumama dun sa 80% line na tumama yung ating line graph. So we have here, so lumalabas, so our priority is the button defect and the pocket defect. Okay, so let's try to make a Pareto chart. So we have here the type of defect. Same with above example. We have the button defect, pocket, collar defect, cuff defect, sleeve defect. So yeah, so yun yung type of defect natin. So initial, for example, our data is our data only is the frequency of defect. So we have to get the total, syempre. And then we have here the percentage to the total amount, total quantity. So what we are going to do is we have to divide the frequency of defect to the total number of defect. Then yan lang natin, ibaba lang natin, drag lang natin pababa. But you can see we have here error on our data kasi pag dinrag natin, ibig sabihin bababa din yung ating data. From 59, bababa siya dito. So what we're going to do is put $sign between the letters of our data na ayaw natin mag-move. And drag. So mapansin natin, yung B27, yung frequency is nagdadrag based sa location niya, but our total ay hindi. Kasi nilagyan natin siya ng $sign. Okay? So what we're going to do is to format this data into percentage. And then the cumulative naman, or ang gagawin kasi natin is, sige, okay na yan. And then ang gagawin naman natin for the cumulative is the addition, the sum of the cumulative sum of our percentage. So we have to, for the first one, you have 39% and add the cumulative and the percentage for total. So drag lang natin siya until sa dulo. And then we have to select our data, insert Pareto. So as we can see, we have now the Pareto chart. So same with other charts, we have to provide all the necessary chart element. We have here the chart title. So this one is the defects of shirt. Sorry. Defects of shirt. And then we have here the add chart element, chart axis title. We have here the frequency. Then the primary horizontal, which is the type of defect. Okay, for our next chart element is the our vertical another chart type axis title. So if we will click add chart title, mapapansin natin wala yung secondary uh, vertical nating title. So what we are going to do is to click yung ating axis title para lumabas yung other axis title natin. So mangyari, we just have to retype lang yung frequency. The This one is the cumulative percentage. And our type of defect. So yan. So kumpleto na yung ating Pareto chart. Okay. So that's all.